Yeah, so I am a director overseeing staff recruiting, hiring, and training for a faith-based organization.
Mm-hmm.
We've got about 150 staff across several different regions and college campuses across the country.
Mm-hmm.
We're launching a new leadership initiative to help our regional leaders grow through coaching, mentoring, and skill development. It's the first time we've done something like this.
Mm-hmm.
And so my question is, how much time should we ask them to invest in their own development? And then how can we create the space for them to do that in the middle of busy ministry life?
Well, there's a couple things that come to mind. One was Ziegler used to say that you should graduate from Automobile University. And so most of us spend enough time in our cars to consume audiobooks, leadership podcasts, and that's pretty much what I do in the truck every day. Occasionally, I'll turn on some worship music. Occasionally, I'll turn on some jazz. But most of the time, I've got somebody's podcast on or somebody's audiobook on, filling up that space. Same thing when I walk with the dog in the morning 3 miles. I'm redeeming the time while I'm out there instead of wasting it. And the other thing that that goes back with me all the way to cassette tapes in my car. Okay, before there was an internet, right? And so listening to John Maxwell's Maximum Impact and that kind of stuff. So I just always have been taught my whole life to redeem the time in the car or on the walks or the treadmill or the run or wherever it is. You might as well be getting double uses of the time. Because, I mean, music is wonderful and it is good. There are good times that you do that for stress relief and, just for praise and for worship, right? That's good. It's a good thing to do, just like prayer time and so forth. But too many of us turn on something as the background noise of our life rather than in the foreground. So what's in the foreground of the mind while you're doing this? And it does make that, and I've noticed that airplanes fly faster when I'm reading a good book versus when I'm trying to play some stupid thing on the phone or something like that. They slow down dramatically. So, redeeming the time is the main thing I would teach them. I guess the second item I would teach is that I have done is, especially when I'm on a curve on something, if I'm trying to get over the hump, get the other side of a certain subject, I'm going to allocate a number of minutes every morning to read on that book. It doesn't have to be a lot. You'd be amazed if you read 15 minutes every morning, how many books you can go through in a year. Mm-hmm. But most people don't even do that. They get up, they have coffee, they're wandering around, they're checking their Instagram and all this other bull crap, and it's useless time. And so, if you'll set aside 15 minutes in the Bible, 15 minutes in a nonfiction leadership book, you'll be amazed in 365 days how much you get through. It's pretty incredible. And then the third thing I've done is I have allocated in most of my years of leadership growth the 1 week or the 3-day seminar or event where I get away from the office and I'm plugged into a series of teachers or speakers in a very intense one-on-one setting. Where the schedule's full. There's no room in it for me to check email. I have to do everything. I have to be plugged into that. These days, that's one of our EntreLeadership Summits or EntreMaster Series or something along those lines. But that's the three things I've done is the getaway 3-day, 4-day thing, very intense, redeeming the time of the car drive or the car ride or the run or the whatever, and then a scheduled time for just a few minutes. Don't try to say I'm going to read an hour every morning. Most people aren't going to do that. You've got too many other things pulling at your morning, trying to get up, get moving, get out the door. I mean, you have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning or something to do that. So just make it something light. But again, and you start talking about several hours a week that you have read then, if you just do 15 minutes a day. So yeah, keep the increments there. But I think probably the most time that I spend consuming leadership material to this day is the car and the walk. And so that's, but it's simple stuff like that. It's not anything, but you have to put something that fits your life. So you're going to actually do it. That's the thing you have to make sure you're designing in there. Really good question. I'm happy y'all are doing that, Ben. That's impressive.